Hey guys, Jessica here with Home Sweet Farmhouse, and in today's video, I'm going to be reorganizing the kitchen drawers and cabinets, and I've already started, as you can see here, to clean off my surfaces because I really like to start with a clean slate and a clean surface. So let's get to finishing cleaning off these back surfaces. I've already done the island, as you saw. I put away the dishes, and we're going to get right into organizing our drawers and cabinets. Alright guys, so in today's video, we're going to be reorganizing my drawers and cabinets, and here's the deal. We just moved into this house, and when my husband unpacked the boxes for the kitchen, which I was so thankful he did, things just went where they went, and there was really not a whole lot of rhyme or reason to it. So we're going to be reorganizing, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to best organize your kitchen. Now, there are a couple of things that I do want to disclose right here up front. It's not typical that you are going to have more space than you need. That happens to be the case for us right now, and that's why there is stuff everywhere. So the very first thing we want to do, I like to start with a clean slate. As you can see, clean all of your surfaces, put your dishes away wherever they may currently be residing, put everything away, and then what we're going to do is pull everything out. Now, here's the key. I'm not gonna pull everything out all at once. I'm gonna do my drawers first, and then I'm gonna do my upper cabinets, and then I'm gonna do my lower cabinets. Now, if you are really moving like everything around in your kitchen, you may wanna pull everything out at first. But I would venture to say that you could do your drawers and your cabinets separately, because the things that fit in your drawers, while they may fit in your cabinets, that's not where they go. And the things that fit in your cabinets probably are not fitting in your drawers. So you can do those separately and save yourself a little bit of anxiety, because I know when I pull everything out, it gives me anxiety. But here's the deal. We need to group like with like. Everything that is the same needs to be together. And the only way to do that is to pull everything you have out. Now, I also have extra storage on the other side of my island. That's gonna be for seasonal items and things we rarely ever use. And we've already started doing that, so I'm probably not gonna do too much on that side of my island today, but I just wanna show you kind of what I'm talking about. Seasonal items and decor pieces in your kitchen should only amount to about no more than 15% of your total kitchen inventory. If that's not the case for you, I would recommend taking a good hard look at what you have and see what you don't use, and maybe donate it or even sell it on the marketplace. So let's dig right in. So the one drawer I'm actually not really going to be touching, although this does need to come out, is my junk drawer. I very intentionally set this up the way it is, and I hope my goal is to just not add anything more to this right now. Okay, so I've got everything pulled out of the drawers except for this very large silverware caddy, which I think is gonna stay right where it is. So I didn't remove that, but here's the deal. Look at all of the stuff that was in this drawer. Here's what I want you to know. Anything in your drawers, especially if it's right next to your sink or right next to your stove, that is prime real estate. And if we're thinking in marketing terms, we're thinking above the fold, right? So anything above the fold is the most premium real estate you have. This we may have used once. I don't think, even though like this set of metal skewers holds like a lot of emotional value to my husband, I don't think we have ever used these once since I have known him. They should not be in this drawer. We're keeping them, obviously, because they have emotional value, but they don't need to be in this drawer. They do not need to be above the fold. So they need to get moved. This drawer right here holds some of the most highest value in our kitchen. So I need to be very intentional about what we're putting in here, which is our silverware that we use constantly every day, right? And then the knives that we use every day can also go in here because they have a lot of value for us. Also, our peeler needs to go in here. It holds a lot of value for us because we use it all the time. Okay, now that we have that drawer done, I'm gonna move on to this drawer and this drawer. Now, the reason that I'm choosing these drawers next is because they are right next to the stovetop, and my husband and I are both right-handed. So this is going to be the first place he comes when he needs something to cook with. I'm talking about the tongs. We use these constantly. So these have a very high value, and they need to be in this drawer for sure. So I don't want to overload any of my drawers because we have a lot of space, but I am also going to put this garlic press in here because there is room, and his thermometer because he uses this all the time as well. So there is room in this drawer for that. And again, I don't want to overload it, but this is prime real estate, exactly what we need right next to the stove. So let's move on to this second drawer right next to the stove. So this drawer is also right next to the oven, and that's important to note as well because we have our oven mitts that need to go close to the oven. So I'm going to put those in this drawer right on this side. I'm trying to be very practical and put things that we use all the time right here, but that we also need to get to when we're cooking, when my husband's cooking. I don't really cook, right? This is where it needs to go. And these are my leftovers. So now we need to find home for these. There's extras of aluminum foil and stretch wrap, but here's the thing. I need something that is wasted space. We need to figure something out with that. I don't know. Anyway, this doesn't need to be down here. We use that a lot. That needs better real estate, so I'm gonna pull that out. I appreciate where these are. We don't use these too terribly often, but they need to be accessible. And then, so that's just extras. No big deal. Now in these, my husband already has these set up the way he wants them. I'm not gonna mess with them. These are our pots and pans and lids. So that's good the way it is. I'm gonna come over here, and this is like runoff from under the sink. So these are extras. This is the homemade cleaner I made the other day. If you didn't see that video, definitely check it out. And that gives me room to breathe under the sink, which is really nice because we have actually had quite a few people over. We just had the disposal switched out. So this is just like extra runoff space for cleaning supplies, and I might actually move the extra like foil and stuff over here as well. And then, I don't know what this is about. I don't know what this is about. In fact, I might put some of my mason jars there because I need to get to them. So let's move those. He uses this. He uses this. This needs to go in one of these drawers. So let's find a space for that. And then extras, 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 extras. Okay, this needs primary real estate. We use that all the time. I can see where that doesn't need prime real estate. These we use. That's baking. We rarely use that. So, we use that a lot. Let's figure this out. Okay, I figured out why these aren't up here because the drawer will, you see that? The drawer won't close with them. They're too tall. So back down there they go. Okay, so now let's talk about these cabinets up here. So far, it's working out. Now, my husband separated, these are my mugs and cups. That's our steamer up there. I can't reach it, but he can. I mean, I can get the step stool. And then these are his spices. This is where he chose to have his spices, so I'm not going to move them. Now here, this is a bit of a mess because I have food storage here and then I have food storage in another cabinet. I don't like that. I need to get them together. So let's make a plan. Now this is where our dishes and bowls are, so I think I'm gonna leave that alone for now. Those are also his water bottles, so I'm gonna leave those alone. But like, funnels, we need to get to the funnels. Mixing bowls, we need to get to those. So this is something I need to figure out. So the things that I'm not currently happy with where they are, I'm gonna pull them out. There are some things that I'm fine with where they are. I'm gonna go ahead and leave those. If you're not happy with it, go ahead and pull everything out. But the things that, this doesn't need to be up here. These things. I want my food storage all together. So that's what I need to figure out next, is how can I get my food storage all together? Alright guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got some useful tips about prime real estate locations in your kitchen. What should go there, what should not. Group like things together and put things that in places that are gonna be the most comfortable for you. The things that make the most sense for you. There really is no right and wrong way as long as it works for you. So let's take one last look at the kitchen, and thank you guys so much for being here. I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Here we go.